just say, well, I'm made that way, or, you have a choice though to choose. You can choose one way or the other,
Yeah.
And I
we've
think
been given free will.
Exactly. So
and he will not take that away, because that's how we were created with that being a part of us.
yes.
And so man would not be man
If he didn't have a choice.
if he didn't have that still in him. We'd be an animal.
Yeah.
And that is what they tried to do during slavery. Take away that choice.
Take away a
call
choice.
you an animal.
Exactly. In other words, you want to make me something that I'm not.
Yes.
And then you get mad because I choose not to be.
Yeah.
Huh? Because this was all this stuff's about, right? Even today, I choose not to be what you call me to be. Yeah. I choose not to take the culture that you want to give me. And they see it. And right now, I think in life right now, that's where the panic is coming from.
Yeah.
The panic is everything you told me is a lie, and I'm seeing it, but you can't tell me I don't see it. You can't tell me I don't need to do something about it. But reality is what you're supposed to do. You think somebody's going to beat, you can't impose somebody's will, or you can't impose your will on somebody. And once again, I think people messed up in the first place when they expose the gospel. Because the gospel, look at that. They try to make a Bible, right? They try to make a black Bible or slave Bible to take out the things that tells them you're a child of God.
Yeah.
I wonder if they took out Genesis. I don't know if they even put the Genesis in there, because that first chapter is telling you God made man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he couldn't have made, he didn't say he made an inferior man.
No.
No, he didn't. I was listening to one article, the video today, this lady said that this is the only Bible, this is the only word or religion or whatever that talks about not only the beginning of man, but also of the female.
Yeah.
You know that? And to say that it's interesting, it has worded male and female created he them.
Them.
And he blessed them.
That was in the beginning.
In the beginning, brother. In the beginning, there was equality. In the beginning, God, that inalienable right, the Bill of Rights is talking about man rights. And the Bible is telling you they're equal. We all make, I don't know, I guess when you put the logic in, if you say I'm inferior, then are you to say I'm not made in his image and his likeness?
Are you saying God lied?
Yeah, something's wrong. Because if I'm made in his image, what part of inferiority? Well, we know it was no part. There was no logic to it. It was all about saying how I can put people in position, people, and keep power and make money. And they were making money. You know how much money? They made a lot of money, brother.
Yeah, they made so much money that this new place became self-sustaining.
Yeah.
And became strong enough to become a world power.
Yes, sir.
And without it, it would never have been.
No. Matter of fact, I was interested when I threw the sun in the other day. I keep hearing this labor shortage. Are you seeing that? Are you going to restaurants and stuff, and even at Kroger, they got Starbucks, right? They close at 5 o'clock every day because they don't have enough people.
Yeah.
To keep it until 8. Yeah. And when I went home, there was a labor shortage. And somebody brought it, the only reason I'm bringing it up, they said in the news the other day, the people we don't want to come in our borders anymore. Mm-hmm. They don't want open borders. They want closed borders, right? You know where our labor force is coming from?
Yeah, other countries.
Come on now. Come on.
That's how this nation is established.
Yeah.
This nation cannot live without foreigners coming to it.
Oh.
It cannot live and exist. It will implode on itself because its design is that there is the ability to step up.
Yes, sir.
And each generation may come here and be at the bottom.
Yes, sir.
But in time, because of liberty,
yes, sir,
there is the ability to elevate your status.
Yes, sir.
And if you have everybody who's here exist here, who is going to be at the bottom? Nobody is going to do those things that seem unseemly.
Come on now.
And beneath those who are at the middle and the top.
Right.
So I don't even understand, because that's how this nation is built. Matter of fact, to be perfectly honest with you, every nation outside of Africa is built that way.
Yeah. Influx of people.
If you do not have an influx of people that are constantly coming at the bottom,
yes,
then everyone is going to suffer.
Yeah.
Including those at the top.
Right.
Well, maybe not those at the top, because those in the middle will have no choice but to do those things eventually, because they won't get done.
Well, the thing about it is that those people at the top, right, quote unquote, still need a workforce.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they need so I'm saying they'll suffer too, because if I can't get nobody to take care of my home, take care of my business, because there's a shortage, what I'm gonna do?
Well, you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna get rid of the middle class. That's what they're trying to do. If you can get rid of the middle class to where there's only rich and poor, like a lot of these other nations, then there is always an abundance of those at the bottom. And there's only a few at the top. So if we're going to have this dictatorship, I mean, we have to change this democracy to a dictatorship so we can exist with poor and rich, so that we can always have somebody at the bottom. If there's a dictatorship, you dictate how much goes out, how much the poor people get.
Yeah.
How many people can actually establish themselves above poverty.
Wow.
So if you have that dictatorship, then you'll always have those at the bottom to do the will of those at the top. That's all this is about. That's all this nation, that's the big, big division that's going on. And the crazy thing is, the people who are at the middle, who actually want this dictatorship, don't even understand that they are going to be at the bottom.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
And there will be no actual race. It won't be about race then. It's going to be about money.
It's gonna be about what it always really been about.